Good morning, students. Can you hear me? Reply through the chat box. Good morning. Good morning, Shashank. Ayantik, Mohalan is not today, day after tomorrow. Okay. Why? Yash, your class is up to 12. Okay. Up to 12 am. How many joined? Okay, 7 students already joined with me. So, okay, I am waiting for the rest of the students. Okay, students. So, because of some technical reason, we cannot connect with you from the 10 am. Okay. So, now we will continue that class. Okay. Okay, listen carefully, students. Today we are going to discuss the last subunit from your chapter 3 of your history book. It is in page number 42. So, and name of the subunit is the Sultanate in the 15th and 16th centuries. Okay. So, what happened in 15th and 16th century after the decline of, okay, students are requested already to mute their mic. Okay. So, after Khalji and Tughlaq, there are another two dynasties ruled in Delhi. Okay, Delhi Sultanate region, and they are Sayyid and Lodi dynasty. Okay, they are Sayyid and Lodi. Sayyid dynasty is the founder of Sayyid dynasty was army general, and he overthrew his last Tughlaq ruler and captured the power of Delhi Sultanate in 1414, and name of the ruler is Bahlul Lodi. Sorry, it is Khizr Khan from Sayyid dynasty. I am talking about Sayyid dynasty. It is Khizr Khan. Okay, so Khizr Khan acquired power after the death of the last Tughlaq ruler, after killing the last Tughlaq ruler, and Khizr Khan ruled from Delhi. So, their capital also in Delhi. And the next dynasty after Khizr Khan, what happened? There are other some rulers ruled from Sayyid dynasty, and at last in the time of Alauddin Shah, the Sayyid dynasty declined, and after Sayyid dynasty, Bahlul Lodi, another army general, he captured the power, and established Lodi dynasty, and Lodi dynasty was established in 1451. Okay. So, Lodi dynasty established in 1451 AD. Okay. So, and they ruled from the city of Agra Later, the Mughals, they also started ruling their dynasty from Agra, and they ruled up to 1526, the Lodi dynasty. Okay, and Bahlul Lodi from Lodi dynasty. Okay, Bahlul Lodi not ruled up to 1526, but the Lodi dynasty rulers, the last ruler of Lodi dynasty, that is Ibrahim Lodi, and defeated and killed in the first battle of Panipat by the Babar. Okay, so after Ibrahim Lodi, the ruler of Fargana in Central Asia, Jahiruddin Muhammad Babur, he captured the power of Delhi Sultanate and started ruling. So in chapter number 4, we will discuss in detail about the Mughals. Now, what was happened in the time of these two dynasties? These two dynasties actually belong to the Afghanistan. They are actually the Afghan dynasties, and the Bahlul Lodi ruled from Agra, and the city of Agra also renovated and beautifully made by another Lodi ruler, that is Sikandar Lodi. Okay, but these rulers were not so powerful, so that's why what happened, the territories situated very far from the Delhi, they declared their freedom, such as Jaunpur in UP, the Bengal in Ilyas Shahi and Hussain Shahi dynasty in Bengal, as well as Malwa, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and the entire South India, they declared their independence. As well as this is the time when some great regional rulers and races emerged, such as the Afghans and Rajputs. The Rajput states of Amber, Mewar, etc., and some Afghan rulers, they also emerged, such as Sher Shah Suri. Okay, now Sher Shah Suri at first he started his career as a army general, as a regional ruler of a small region called Sasaram in Bihar under his uncle's governorship. But day by day he acquired more power, and he challenged and defeated the Mughal emperor Humayun, and after defeating Humayun, Sher Shah captured Delhi and established his own dynasty. Although the Sher Shah Suri dynasty, he captured the power of Delhi in 1540, but his dynasty was not last long. Just from 1540 to 1555, these 15 years, the Suri dynasty established by Sher Shah Suri ruled in Delhi and surrounding areas. He also led his military expedition up to South India and eastern and western frontiers, and successfully annexed a huge area under his empire. Okay, the greatest achievement of Sher Shah Suri is introduce an administration that borrowed elements from Alauddin Khalji's government, and some features of Tughlaq dynasty also there. As after that, Sher Shah remodeled the administration, and he made lot of correction in various administrative measures. Later, the great Mughals, Akbar, also followed the administrative measures of Sher Shah Suri. Okay, after the death of last ruler of Suri dynasty, Humayun again successful to recapture the throne of Delhi in 1556 by the second battle of Panipat. Okay, so So this is the story of the 16th and 15th century, the last three dynasties. Okay, so next day, from next class we will going to discuss in detail about the Mughals. How did Jahiruddin Muhammad Babur came and defeated the Ibrahim Lodi, and how did Mughals they consolidating their power and dominance over the Indian subcontinent. Okay, so I think you have understood. If you have any question regarding this, you can ask me. Remember the dates, important dates when this dynasty is established. Okay, and the founder of these dynasties. That's enough for you. Okay, because lot of rulers was there, different achievements was there. You only remember the founder of these dynasties and the dates. Okay. Prince Khurram was the name of Shah Jahan. Okay. When I will discuss the Mughal dynasty, then I will tell you about the Khurram, the life, how and the struggle of Khurram, how did they acquire their power. Okay, so if you don't have any question, then I'll move forward and discussing the question and answers. I'll give only 4 question answers today. So students, quickly open your copies and start writing the question and answers from the chapter 3. Prince Khurram, Shah Jahan. Okay. Antik. Now, are you ready? Then I will tell you the question and answers. Quickly open your exercise copy and your book, page number 43. So are you ready? Reply through the chat box. I am telling you the first question, and the first question is from the exercise: which ruler first established his or her capital at Delhi? Okay. So the answer is Rajput ruler Anangapala. Rajput ruler Anangapala from Tomar dynasty first established his capital in Delhi. Okay, I am repeating again. Rajput ruler, Tomara Rajput ruler Anangapala first established his capital on Delhi. Tomara Rajput ruler Anangapala. Okay, I am writing the name here. Anangapala. So Tomara Rajput ruler Anangapala. Remember the dynasty also, it is Tomara dynasty. So Tomara Rajput ruler Anangapala first established his capital on Delhi. Completed. If you have completed, then reply here. Then I will tell you the next one. The next question, question number 2, it is: what was the language of administration under the Delhi Sultanate? It is Persian. So write in full sentence. Students, never forget to write the answer in full sentence. So Persian is a language of administration under the Delhi Sultans. Persian was the language of administration. All of you mute your microphone. Persian was the language of administration under the Delhi Sultans. Yes, Mona Lisa is correct. If you have any queries, write in the chat box because I cannot hear you. Hasibul, which one you won't understand? Which one? Question number 1, it is Tomara Rajput ruler Anangapala established his capital, first established his capital in Delhi. Tomara Rajput ruler Anangapala. It is number 1. Number 2, Persian was the language of administration under the Delhi Sultans. Persian. Spelling written on the board. Okay. Now number 3, I am continuing with number 3, that in whose region, in whose reign did the Sultanate reach its furthest extent? And answer is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad or Muhammad? Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Okay, so number 3, in the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the Sultanate reached its furthest extent. So I am repeating again, in Muhammad bin Tughlaq's reign, in Muhammad bin Tughlaq's reign, the Sultanate reached its furthest extent. The Sultanate reached its furthest extent. Complete, students, mention in the chat box if you have completed the answer of question number 3. Okay. Now number 4. Number 4 is, from which country did Ibn Battuta travel to India? It is Morocco. Morocco, Morocco. So the answer will be Ibn Battuta traveled to India from Morocco, Africa. Okay, comma Africa. It is a country in Africa. Stop. So Ibn Battuta traveled to India from Morocco, Africa. Ibn Battuta traveled to India from Morocco, Africa. Completed? I think you have. Okay. Question number 4 completed. Mention in the chat box. Okay, Shovik typing something. So that's all from question answer session. I am not giving you more questions today, only the 4, but write in full sentence, not in this manner. Okay, I am just giving you the main answer, but you have to write in full sentence in exam. Without full sentence, we will not accept it. Okay, remember. So next day will give you the descriptive questions as well as the short answer type questions from this chapter. So from question number 5 onwards, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and if you have we have time, then I will continue the rest of the 3. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for watching this class. See you in the next class with another with this question and answers. Okay, bye everyone.